All right then, good evening everyone and welcome to Premier Division. It is Thursday night and we're back to racing after a nice break in the holidays during the Christmas season. And for those of you who haven't spoken to, a Merry Christmas or a belated Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to all of you. And from all of us here at FTR, we hope you have a blessed and successful New Year. And all the good things may come your way. We are in qualifying one, 16 drivers, 2 drivers not here this evening. But yeah, you'll see some familiar faces that we saw last year, or last season, last year as well. And then some new faces, which we'll talk through as we go along in qualifying. Lots to talk about in Premier Division. Our first race of Season 5 kicked off last night in Division 2. A bit of a chaotic race there for them, but a dry race, and at the moment it looks dry for Premier Division as well. So it's a big welcome back to... I just want to go through because I normally go via the colours of the cars, but obviously we had a new draw for cars, for teammates, and yeah, everyone has got a new car underneath them. Got a new teammate, and yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who's where. And then our championship, our reigning world champion, Jaco Nagel, and Ferrari, he is currently in the pit, so he's our reigning world champion, defending his title this season, defending his title against Division 2 Drivers World Champion, Nick Gishen. And Nick Gishen is in the Alpine. He won the World Drivers World Championship last season in the Red Bull in Division 2, and his teammate also had a great season, finishing up in second in the Red Bull. Nick Gishen's teammate was Arne Gous. Arne Gous now is in the McLaren, and he's teaming up with Super D. So that's the two new faces, and then Shakes is the other new face. He finished third in the Drivers World Championship in Division 2 last season, and Shakes is again in the AlphaTauri, so he kept his seat in AlphaTauri, and he's teaming up with Ruan. So as the first shots are being fired, the first hot lap up is Top Dog with a 110.9, Super D 111.4, Nick Gishen 111.4, Hamrick 111.7. So this is going to be hopefully one of the closest races that we've seen at FTR, and believe me, that is good competition, because we've had some seriously great competition in previous seasons between drivers, but this is ramping up to be. Last night Division 2 quali 2 times between 1st and 11th with 0.3 of a second. Now, how close can you get? It spread a little bit in Q3 for pole shootout, but a second between the top 10. And hopefully we can replicate that tonight. Lee van Rooyen is the other new driver tonight in the Ferrari, and he's teaming up with our reigning world champion, or defending world champion, Jaco Nagel. Lee is returning back to F1 here at FTR, and I'm so happy to have Lee back. So welcome back, Lee. I know you're going to watch the stream a little bit later on. Lee's in a Ferrari, and he was very excited to get back into things. He recently got the game, so it's good to have him back with us. As we further go down the field, so Glitch has put a time up, my ex-teammate, and he also just stayed in the Red Bull. He was in the Red Bull last season, so he keeps his seat there, 112.1 for Glitch. We're still waiting for Shakes to come out of the pits. Jaco, Josh, Tormund, Ruan is currently out of the pits in the AlphaTauri. It's weird to see Ruan in there. He used to be in the McLaren, and he is currently in the AlphaTauri. It looks like a purple sector to me. And then Bob's also the pits. Zero to Cool is out in the Alfa Romeo. So, but let's stick with Ruan for a bit. This is qualifying one, so a lot to talk about, which we'll talk about a little bit later in Q2. But Ruan is going to cross the line now, and he goes fastest with a 110.8. So that's a really good lap time there by Ruan. First shots fired by the AlphaTauri. Shake still needs to put a lap up. Top Dog in the it's the Alpine, yeah, it's an Alpine. I always get confused. So let's just go further down the field and see who is on a lap. Lee van Rooyen. Lee van Rooyen has lost the wing. A bit maybe too eager beaver there for him, so he's going to come into the pits and have that changed. Shake's on the pit, Jaco. I just want to see if anyone. Tormund Kills has gone out now. Zero to Cool is on a fly. He's in sector 3 at the moment, so let's see what Zero can get up to. His first shot is a 1:12.5. That's probably not going to be good enough to take him through. We will lose one driver in the session, so if you're new to F1, we will lose. Top 15 will go through. Normally, there's 20 drivers, but tonight there's only 16, so one driver will not make it through, unfortunately. I hate to be that driver. So we will lose one driver, and 15 drivers will go through to Q2. So Zero in 11th. Yaku, our defending world champion, he's going out now. He's put on a pair of softs. Josh has done a bit. Storm and Kills is on a lap, so he definitely is making evident that he wants to have enough softs left to get himself into Q3. Obviously very competitive Premier Division, so he wants to burn those mediums, try to get through on the mediums, and then have plenty of softs to use in the rest of Zero to Cool, getting nice out of the way there. Have enough softs to his disposal to get it kicked off. Bob is still in the pits. So Torment looks like a purple sector, so let's get on board with Torment Kills here in the Williams. 6th gear, very tricky off-camber corner, 3rd, 4th, yeah, that looks very smooth. 4th gear, goes down into 3rd, yeah, he's going to go 4th here, try to pull the steering straight, stay away from that curb on the right, because that will make you lose the rear. Hard braking zone here, you can climb the curb a little bit, just like he did there. That is nice and smooth. 2nd, 3rd, that looks very good. This is going to be a very good lap by Torment Kills. 4th, gets it into 5th, yeah, get it into 5th as quickly as possible. Huck the inside of this bank corner, and then try to keep it as nice and tight to the right hand side. And that's going to give Torment to 1:11.6, so that was a very good lap there by Torment Kills in the Williams. Speed Alcoholic missed that, unfortunately. He put up a time of a 1:11.4, so missed that slightly. Just want to see if our world champion is on a lap at the moment. Yes, he started sector 1. So let's stick with Yaku in the Ferrari as it comes up and down the hills here. 6th gear, top dog's retiring. Yeah, he set a time, so he's happy with that. 6th gear for Yaku. Got a little bit of the curb on the inside. Maybe unstabling the car slightly, but it looks good so far. He's got a car in front of him. It's Alpha Tauri. That could be Shakes. Hopefully won't get in his way. Shakes will move to the right. Yeah, there we go. And the Yaku can come through, take that 3rd. That's actually a very nice line through that S there. Very uncomfortable S. And now it's all about getting your brake right. Swing it nice and wide. Yeah, get it into 5th. Don't run too wide there, because you can invalidate that lap, and that will also be the next lap. Runs a little bit wide on the bank corner, but it's his first go, so let's see where this is going to put Yaku. 1:11.4. That's good enough for 3rd for him so far. And it looks like Shakes at the moment, so Shakes has lost control of the car. And we just missed that, so he's out. So yeah, everyone will go through. Everyone just needs to put the lap time up. Bob currently and Josh, they were teammates last season in the Alpha Tauri. Now Josh is in the Aston Martin and Bob is in the Mercedes, and presumably Bob wanted the Mercedes, so it's a good job for him. Nick Gishan, in the meantime, he gone 6 fastest for the 1:11.466. As we follow Bob around in the Mercedes, he's in sector 2 at the moment. So the fastest medium time so far is a 1:11.6 by Torment Kills. No one else on the mediums except for Josh and Bob. So we'll see what Josh and Bob are going to get up to. It looks like a purple sector for Bob there in sector 2. So let's see if he comes through. DRS wide open now. And Bob goes 3rd with the 1:11.2. That's a very quick lap on those mediums. So good stuff by Bob. That is 4 tenths quicker than Torment, so what a lap by him. It's going to be interesting to see what his ex-teammate does. Josh, Ruan has gone faster on a 1:10.8, so that is already a quick lap time there. Let's just see if Josh has gone back into the pits. Don't think he was comfortable on those. I don't think he's done a lap yet. So yeah, so to cool. So everyone will go through. But everyone needs to set a time. The rules clearly state that you need to set a time in qualifying. So we expect Josh to come out sooner than later. And if I'm not mistaken, if I look at the helmet, that looks like Josh coming out. There we go. Yep, that is Josh coming out in the Aston Martin. So he's going to put a lap time up on those mediums. So no need to push for everyone with Shakes having a moment. No one will fall out except him. There's a tyre in the middle of the road. My word. Pirelli, get your stuff together. Right, just looking at the comments here quickly. Johan de Cook is saying, good luck, gents. Thanks, Johan. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully, I'm alone tonight, so but hopefully we can entertain you a bit. Dustin is saying, Mr. Gish, make it rain, my boy. Best of luck with the big boys this year. Yeah, it is the big boys. Let's just have a look at our Division 2 drivers that got promoted to Premier Division. Nick Gishan, reigning world champion Division 2, he's 7th. Arno Gijs, his teammate for last season, is an 8th. And then Shakes was the other driver that got promoted, and he had a moment, and he's not going to make it through to Q2 in his first season here in Premier Division. Alright, so that's a 112.375 for Josh. No need for him to push. You can see he wasn't pushing there whatsoever. So he's going to head off back to the pits. And yeah, so he's retired on track, unfortunately for him. So that's going to be a problem according to our rules. So yeah, that might just get him into a bit of trouble, being a bit naughty there. Right, so there we have it. First shots fired here. Everyone's gone through except for Shakes F1. He's lost the car, so yeah, didn't put a time up. But everyone has put a time up, and just 17ths of a second between first and 15th. If I'm not mistaken, is it? Doesn't look right. Well, Eugene also lost the car, seems to be, so he's also not going to go through. So yeah, there we go. So Eugene and Shakes will not make it through. So only 14 drivers will go through to the next session. And yeah, we get excited about these very close times. But also remember, this is a very short track. So the shorter the track, the closer the times would be. We all know that from Austria. So next week when we get to a bit of the longer tracks like Australia, we might see a bigger time difference, but hopefully not. Hopefully everyone will be close in both divisions. But there we go. It is shots fired first by Ruan, 110.8, Top Dog 110.9, Bob 111.2, and then Jaco Nagel 111.4. So a lot of guys in the 111.4s. It's going to be turning out to be exciting Q2. It's going to be interesting to see who picks what tires in Q2. Last night was a bit of a mix. A couple of guys starting on the mediums, a couple of guys starting on the softs. I don't know if you can get through here on a one-stopper with soft mediums, but yeah, I have been proven wrong previously. So we'll see. And it is raining in Q2. So no matter what these guys do in Q2, unless it dries up over the next 14 minutes and 40 odd seconds, the tires that they can start on will be their choice. So whatever tires they want to start on will be good. So it might be good to get out first while it's not raining too much. It seems like it's not raining too much at the moment. We'll get on board with one of the drivers now to see what it looks like. But at the moment it looks okay. First guy's out. It looks like Arne Goos is out. I just want to see who else is out. Yeah, a whole host of cars going out. Everyone's going out. I think they want to get the best of the track as it is now. But Arne is the first guy out, I think. Then Speed Alcoholic. Then Nick Gishen. And then Zero. So we'll keep an eye out on these guys as they go along. But we'll stick with Arne for a bit when he starts his fly, because he will be the first guy who would start his flying lap. So this is Q2, 40 drivers left. We will lose 4 drivers. Only the top 10 will go through to the top 10 shootout. And that is for pole position, for bragging rights. For pole position to start in front on the first race of this 12-round season. A shortened season, season 5, followed by another 12-round season 6. And then it's off to the new game later this year. So yeah, it's first shots being fired. First shots were fired earlier by Ruan in Q1 with a 110.8, but this is different track conditions, so we'll see what this goes to. Alright, so let's stick with Arne. Let's get on board with Arne here. He is on the Inter tires. Right, so it's always interesting to see the sponsors' names on the cars. On the left-hand side of his mirror, you will see Bitsy. I always read that as bitch, not sure why. And on my Red Bull, there's a sign that says, I think it's Cash App. I had a horrible season last year, so I just call it Crash App, because I was crashing more than anything else. So I don't know, he sets the first purple sector, but that's to be expected. He's the first guy out on the flyer, so we'll see what he can get up to. Keeping it nice and smooth, haven't done anything funny yet, just trying to... You expect the guys also to have a lot of fuel in, and I think this is good by Arne getting out first. He's probably put in a lot of fuel, and he's just going to keep on going on lap for lap for lap. You're not using as much ERS as you normally would, and he's just going to keep on going and just see where the track is, and he will get faster if the rain doesn't come out more, or come down more. He will get faster as he goes along, because he will just realize where all the grip is on the track. And as I say, that Speed Alcoholic goes fastest with a 119.1. Ruan second with a 119.6. Nick has gone a 120.1. Josh 119.9. Times are coming in. Sir Hamrick 121. Zero to Cool 120.3. Top Dog will be the next one, I think. Ooh. Let's see where this is going to slot him in. 120.7, that's good enough for 11th. Ruan is on track, so let's see where this is going to bring Ruan. Just want to see Glitch is going to cross the line before. Let's see where this puts Glitch. 199, that's good enough for 6th at the moment. And let's follow Ruan around the back corner. And Ruan is the final guy who's going to set a time. And that is 120.4, so that's 11th for him at the moment. So yeah, there we go. First round of punches thrown. Speed Alcoholic on top of the 119.1, followed by Bob, Ruan, Arne, Josh, Glitch. They're all in the 119s. And then we've got a bunch of cars in the 120s from Nick Gishen in 7th, all the way to Top Dog in 14th with a 120.7. So I expect the guys just to stay out and just to lap for lap for lap, trying to burn down the fuel, trying to find the grip. And as I say that, Speed Alcoholic already goes faster with a 118.8. And then Bob pips him with a 118.815. A couple of hundreds faster. Josh is in the 118s now, 118.890. So the times are coming down. Nick Gishen is decided to go into the pits. Run, let me just have a look. So Arne, yeah, let's see if Arne can improve on that time of his. He did a 119.8. So let's see if he can improve. Let's have a look at his sector 2 time, if he's up or down. So I expect these times to come maybe down, although it does look like it's running a bit harder. Purple sector for him, he's 10th up. That will take him to a 119.7. But maybe a bit faster for him. Maybe there is some time to be found in sector 3. Maybe had a big moment. So let's have a look. This bank corner, you can have so much time if you can keep it straight. So let's see, yeah, 119.5 made a bit of time up, so that's good enough for 5th at the moment. So let's just go further down the field. Super D in the other McLaren, his teammate, Adega's teammate, he's currently in 13th, so he's in the drop zone. So with 8 minutes, just over 8 minutes to go, a couple of guys in the drop zone already. That will be Lee van Rooyen, Zero to Cool, Super D, and Tormund Kills. They need to get into the 119s, you feel, to have a say in tonight. But let's have a look at Super D. I've got a funny suspicion he's got plenty of fuel in, so he's going to get faster as it goes along. But the rain does seem to be coming down a bit more. Let's see, there we go, 120 flat almost, a 120.021 for Super D. That's good enough for 8th at the moment. That just slots him in front of Yaku. And then Yaku doesn't go much faster. But yeah, once again, lots of fuel in these cars. So Hamrick, he's just probably... Ooh, and that is Zero to Cool. I'm not sure if he's just made space for someone. Tormund Kills. Who haven't we been on board with? So Nick Gishan. I'm going to stick with Nick again, our Division 2 reigning world champion in the Alpine. He swapped the Red Bull for the Alpine. I know he's a big Red Bull fan like me, my word. So let's see Nick on his out lap. Let's go around with a lap here with Nick Gishan into turn 1. You brake much earlier than what you normally would. You do not want to touch that inside curve because that will unstable the car and spin you out. Yeah, it's going to be very tipsy-turvy. Yeah, 4th gear. Try to slow it down. It's so difficult in these wet conditions. No grip whatsoever, but he goes through. We'll have a look at his sector 1 time and see if he's up or down. Yep, as he goes through up the hill, he's 3/10 down, so not the best of sectors there. So expect him to maybe get a little bit faster. He's probably put in some more fuel. But the rain, like I said, the rain does seem to be coming a bit more down. So yeah, he's backed out of this one. Sir Hamrick, he is 2/10 down on his time. Lee van Rooyen, we're also going to stick a bit with him. Let's just see what Tormund Kills does. He is starting another lap. So let's jump between Tormund and Lee van Rooyen. These guys are all in the drop zone at the moment. Currently, fastest is Bob with a 118.8. So let's have a look at Tormund Kills sector 1 times, and then we'll jump over to Lee van Rooyen as he starts his lap. 3/10 down for Tormund, so it looks like the track is not improving whatsoever. So that poses big troubles for Tormund, Zero to Cool, Lee van Rooyen and Sir Hamrick, because if this track is getting wetter, these times will not be improved, and they will then obviously not make it through to Q3. But let's see, let's stick with Lee. Let's get on board with Lee. Yeah, you can see this track is much wetter than what it was earlier, so don't expect the times that they were doing, expect the same. Probably opportunities missed in the first 5 minutes of qualifying when you needed to put the lap up. Yeah, track conditions much different, and expect him to be probably 5/16 slower in sector 1 than what he was before. And if that's the case, you would expect him to just come back into the pits. I don't think he's going to risk it. He's actually a 10th.5 up almost, which is great stuff for Lee. Ooh, but that's the problem. There is just no grip at the moment. So that would have taken him very close to 10th, Nick Gishan. At the moment, Nick is ramping up for another, but with 5 minutes to go, I do not see times improved or improving in this session. Lee van Rooyen, yeah, he's retired. I'm not sure if he's retired on track. It could be. Yep, as the rain comes down more and more, I don't think we're going to see any drivers going out very soon. And there's 4 minutes left. It's going to take a miracle to clear up any water within 2 minutes, which I don't think is going to happen. That means we will lose Sir Hamrick, we will lose Liefenroen, Zero to Cool, and Tormen kills. Which yeah, Negation will go through, same as Jaco Nagel, Super D, Top Dog, Arnu, Ruan, Glitch. Then your top 3, Josh, Alcoholic, and Bob. Right, and there you have it. If you just joined us, Q2 done and dusted. We've lost Sir Hamrick, Leaf and Wayne, Zero to Cool, and Tormund Kills. And I would like to think that's all due to the fact that they couldn't get a good lap in the first 5 minutes of qualifying when the weather was a bit better. But it is mixed conditions. It started raining a bit harder. You can see the guys going on out on the wet a little bit later in the session just to test it, because Q3 might be full wet tires. But it is Bob. Run first shot in Q1, Bob in Q2, followed by Speed Alcoholic Josh. Josh has been there in Q1 and Q2 with pace. Glitch in fourth, Ruan in fifth, Arnu, Top Dog, Super D, Yaku and Negation. So good time set there by Arnu, 119.5. So yeah, so they're all gone through to Q3 shootout. Hopefully it dries up a little bit later so we can really get some competitive lap times. Pole position last night was a 110.1 flat. I probably think it could have been a 109 something, but it's always interesting to have a look at the quali times between Q2 or between Division 2 and Premier Division. It is raining, but from what I can see, it looks like it's going to get better. So if it is going to get better, don't expect too many drivers to go out immediately on the Inters, although I do see a mechanic run out, and that is an Alpine going out. But if it is going to get better, you don't expect too many cars to come out. They'll just sit in the garage and wait with a pair of softs on. But the guys are going out. And it looks like Inters for everyone. The first guy out was Nick Gishen. Yeah, Negation, and the next car out will be Yaku. No, Negation. It will be Arne Gous. So Negation and Arne Gous, two very good friends, last season teammates in the Red Bull. So they're both out on track at the moment. So this is for the first pole position of season 5 here in Zandvoort in the Netherlands. Next week we are off to Australia. Sure. Not a favorite track, I think, of a lot of drivers, but it is in the calendar. It's something that the drivers are going to have to cope with, unfortunately. Everyone out on track except for Yaku Nagel and Ruan. Might see them a little bit later as soon as the times pop up so they know what they're chasing. But we are going to stick with, I think it was Negation that was out first. Yeah, so we are going to stick with Negation. And follow him around his first run at pole position. There is 10 minutes in the session, so enough time to do 2 runs. Depending on what the weather does. If the weather decides to clear up and it become better, you do want to be the last car on track across the finish line, because that will be the fastest time most probably. But let's see. So good showing by Nick and by Arnu, both going through to Q3 in Premier Division. X Division 2 drivers. So he's invalidated heat slap, so that is Arne Gous is on the lap at the moment. He's just behind Nick. So the guys were on the Inters on the 118s earlier, and that was in Q2, so it's going to be interesting to see what they do. Arnu is making some space, probably made a mistake, so he's just letting cars come past, and we'll have a look and see who gives us the first lap time. It looks like it's going to be Josh. Josh is going to cross the finish line first, so he's going to have the first punch at qualifying 3 and at pole position. That's a 119.4, so a bit slower than what they did in Q2, but the track seems to be getting a bit better. 119.6 for Top Dog, Speed Alcoholic a 121, Glitch going 119.4. So as the times come up now, Arnu, yeah, he backed out of that lap. Speed Alcoholic 121.8, probably had a mistake somewhere. Super D currently on track. Bob goes 119.1. Super D goes 119.7. That's good enough for 5th at the moment. And that's the first round of punches. So still 2 cars in the pits. I just want to have a look here. Jaco in the pits, Ruan, and yeah, Nick didn't set a time yet because his lap time was invalidated. So he's going to just recharge and have another go again. We'll see if this bunch of cars actually pit and if they're going to come back in, or are they on a 3 lap run here, maybe on the inters. These inters, you can do 3-4 lap of hot laps on them. The degradation is not as bad as the dry weather tires, so it should be all good. So let's see Josh if he's going to improve on that 119. Yeah, there we go, 118. It's 118.9 for Josh, so 5/10 quicker. So the times are going to come in. We're going to have a look at the board here. So glitch across the line, 119.2. So that's an improvement for him as well. Top Dog into the pits. Super D is on a slow one. Looks to be, I'm not sure. Arno, he's 9 seconds. Let's just have a look. So Arno did a 119.8. He's still on track. Speed Alcoholic in the pits. Right, and it's negation. So Arno is another 10th up. So Arno seems to have put a lot of fuel in to actually see how far he can get. But it is not raining, so let's just get on board. It's not raining, so I would expect the guys to come into the pits now. There we go, Top Dog already on the softs. You're going to see a flock of cars coming out now on the softs. And there's 6 minutes left, so you need to time this run very well. Traffic can be a problem. This is not the easiest track to get out of the way, and if you do, you're just going to mess up your tires. I'm pretty sure Arno's not going to finish this lap. He's probably just going to duck into the pits. Yes, he is. That gives you a good indication, because he was on a better lap. Gives you a good indication that this is dry, and you're going to see everyone coming out on softs now. The question is just who goes first, who's last, and probably the car that's last on track is going to be the one with the better track conditions. So as we wait for everyone to play games here, let's see who blinks first here in Q3. From a constructor's point of view, into Q3, we have 2 McLarens in Super D and Arno Gous. We have 2 Alpines in Top Dog and Speed Alcoholic. We have 1 Ferrari in Jaco Nagel. We have 1 Alpha Tauri in Ruan. We've got 1 Mercedes in Bob, 1 Aston Martin in Josh. And we'll just go through that. These colors are all the same. So let's have a look. So Speed Alcoholic is on the left. So Speed Alcoholic, yeah, he's on the Williams. So 1 Williams and 2 Alpines in Negation and Super D. So Speed Alcoholic is going to have a go first. He probably puts enough fuel in to do a couple of runs. I would have waited maybe 2 minutes or so more, but he's probably worried about traffic. Ooh, so big moment there for him. So let's follow Speed Alcoholic through a lap here at Zandvoort into turn 1. You want to stay away from that curb. Yeah, and here comes the cavalry, everyone coming out of the pits with just over 4 minutes to go. And you can already see it's not the best grip out there yet, but if he's got enough fuel in, he's going to cross the line with just over 3 minutes to go. That gives him enough time for 2 flying laps if the softs can hold up. I'm pretty sure it will. So pole position last night was set on a set of used softs, so it wasn't new softs. So yeah, the soft does have it in it to do maybe 2 laps or 3 laps. 3 laps might be pushing it a bit, but let's have a look and see what the first lap times would be. So pole position last night 1:10.1. Expect the guys to do 1:09.6s most probably, 1:09.7s. But let's have a look. Oh, sorry, 110. Sorry, 110.9, 110.6, not 109. Right, so first shot fired, 115.7 from Speed Alcoholic, but you could see the grip was not a lot there. Yaku is out on a flyer, so is Ruan, and so is Nick. Right, it looks like Top Dog is the first guy between him and Arne, so we're going to jump between. We just want to see where Arne is on track. Arne is in sector 1, so is Top Dog. So let's see between Arne and Top Dog. So this is already a purple sector for Top Dog. Their track warming up nicely now. It looks like all the water has been drained. So 2 minutes left. It's going to be difficult to follow all the drivers around here. We've only got so much camera views. Yeah, but let's stick with Top Dog for now. Let's see who else is close. So there we go. Ruan goes 112.6 in the Alpha Tauri. Next across the line would be Arne Gijs, 113.4. Speed Alcoholic, that's a DNF for him. Top Dog goes fastest with a 112.3. Next across the line will be the Ferrari of Yaku. He goes fourth with a 114.1. And it looks like everyone's got enough fuel in to do another lap. There's no time to pit. So just probably build up ERS and have another go. Yaku's going to seriously have to have a very fast second lap, or else he's not going to make it. Let's just see Super D. Purple sector for him. Negation, where is Nick? Nick is just behind one of the Alphas. He's got another Alpine, which is his teammate, Top Dog, behind him. Glitch goes fastest with a 111.7. Josh goes second with a 112. Super D, 111.5. So yeah, there we go. Time's coming down, and Bob, 110.8. Here we go. So I was expecting a 110.6 maybe for pole position, but the track is probably not where it should be. So you can probably give the guys 2 or 3 tenths leniency here. Let's see what Negation can do. That's a 111.5. Top Dog a 111 flat. And there's a Ferrari of Yaku, but I don't think, no, he's not going to make it. Yeah, so that's going to be 9th for him. Bob is in sector 2. He is up already, so this is going to be quicker. So this might be a 110.5 from Bob, which is enormously quick. Purple sector for Bob in sector 2. Ooh. And this is definitely going to be pole from what I can look at. This is going to be a 110.5, is it? They're 110.4. My word, what a lap time. That is probably going to be pole. Top Dog is not going to improve. Super D is 4 tenths up. So, but that's not good enough. Okay, but he is 111.2, so he's over Negation. Negation, a 111 flat. That puts him up into second. Ruan goes second now with a 110.7. And the only guy that needs to cross the line is Top Dog, but I don't think this is going to be, no, that's not going to be the lap. So what an exciting qualifying. Bob with a 10.4, my word. That is extremely fast. So confirmation for you, Bob with a 110.4. That is a new lap record for Premier Division in Zandvoort for qualifying. Ruan 110.7, just over 3 tenths behind him. Negation is another 4 tenths behind with a 111 flat. Then Top Dog 111 flat. Arne Gijs in 5th, Super D 6th, Josh 7th, Glitch 8th, Yaku Nagel, reigning world champion, he's a 9th, and Speed Alcoholic with his retirement all the way into 10th. So this is shaping up to be an exciting first race of season 5. Stay tuned for the formation lap and then the lights out here in Zandvoort for Premier Division. Right, so welcome to the warm-up lap. Let's just take you through what what the starting positions are. On pole, you've got Bob, then Ruan, Nick Gishen and Top Dog, Arne Gijs and Super D, Josh and Glitch, Yaku and then Speed Alcoholic wrapping up your top 10. Further down in 11th, got Sir Hamrick, 12th, Lee van Rooyen with his return back to F1, almost a Fernando Alonso type of driver. Torman Kills in 13th, Saf Eugene in 14th, also returned for him. Shakes in 15th, ex Division 2 driver, and then Zero to Cool up down into 16th. So only 3 medium runners, Yaku Nagel, Torman Kills and Shakes. We've already had a disqualification, but I think that is just hopefully that car will reset to track, or else this will be a custom grid restart. So let's hope that that car resets back to track. That looks like, and that car's not going to reset back to track. It's not. Oh my word.
Avalanche.
Yeah, just give it 2 minutes, mate. We're still on the stream, and there's just a car going around. I just want to see if he forms on the grid,
Yeah,
please.
it shakes that's glitching the lobby.
Yeah, let's just see if his car parks back into the position.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the chat, eh?
Yeah, thanks. Okay, and we're off. So I missed that. Unfortunately, something weird going on here on my screen. Apologies for that. It is away and off we go. Bob going through in first. Ruan in second. It looks to be Nick Gishen in third. Fourth will be Super D. Arnu. So everyone seems to be coming through the way they should. We're not going to focus too much on Bob. He's driving without a wheel, which is a first for me. Maybe that's a new 2022 car that's just going to drive on 3 wheels. But anyway, nevertheless, it is Bob that's leading. Ruan is in second, Nick in third, and Top Dog on those mediums. So we're going to keep an eye out on those mediums and see how he gets along with it. He is a fast driver, so if he can just stay with those guys. At the moment, everyone clean start, no retirements, everything seems to be okay. Let's just have a look at position changes. So top 3 all good. Super D made up 2 positions. Top Dog and Arnu lost 1 position each. Biggest loser so far looks to be Josh with 3 places down, as well as Yaku Nagel. 3 places up for Zero, Saf 1, Eugene, and 4 places down for Lee van Rooyen. So he's in the pits. I'm not sure. Just have a look. A new nose cone for Lee. Yeah, there we go. That's going to hurt him. A safety car on reduced, so we don't expect too many safety cars. Although last night we had, I think, 2 or 3 of them. So so let's have a look. But it is Bob leading. Ruan is in second, Nick is in third. So yeah. So Top Dog, medium runner, he is in 5th. Jaco Nagel, medium runner, he is in 12th. Tolman Kills on the other medium, he is in 14th. And then Lee van Rooyen pitted for the mediums all the way down in 16th position. But at the moment, the gap between Bob and Ruan, 1.1 seconds between Ruan and Nick. 1 second fastest lap goes to Bob. First shots fired, 1:13.1. And a very tight battle here between Super D, Top Dog and Arno Gous. Arno getting in on the act here. And Top Dog being sandwiched there on his mediums. So it's important for Arno to get past if he wants to make anything out of his race. You don't want to get stuck after those mediums, behind those mediums, because he will pit much later than the soft runners, and you're losing so much time on the faster tyre. Tyre differential here in Zandvoort, 0.6 of a second. It looks like Josh has made the move. Yeah, he's made the move on Eugene, so he moves up into 10th position. Just want to see Sir Hamrick. He's very close to Speed Alcoholic. So everywhere you look, cars are just very close to each other. And we're going to follow this battle here. I'm just going to go a little bit further to Arno, because that seems where the battle is. Arno on the soft, Top Dog on the medium. So Top Dog, yeah, so Arno seems to be battling a bit on the softs, because he's not getting away from Top Dog at the moment. And that allows... let me just have a look. So it's Super D actually. Super D battling here with Top Dog. Top Dog getting DRS. Goes past. Yeah, he goes on the inside. No harm done there. It looks all good. Yeah, so, but definitely it looks like... definitely Super D battling a bit on the salts, and Top Dog's all over him. So Super D got the position back. That brought Arno back. That brought in Glitch, Speed Alcoholic, Sir Hamrick, and Josh, and Eugene. They're all getting closer now because of Super D basically building up this train of cars behind him. And for some other weird reason, he's battling on those softs. And you get the sense that if Top Dog can keep it nice and close, and even Arno Gous, they might just have a go at him on a start-finish straight. Super D, no DRS assistance from him in front. Nick Gishen is ahead of him by almost 2 seconds. So, yeah, and the gap between the leader and Ruan is 1.1 seconds. So this train of cars, so let's see what Super D will do. So they're definitely going to boost you all. Don't weave too much on the straight. We don't really condone that kind of stuff. So Top Dog goes on the inside. Is he going to make this stick? Yes, he does. He's just going to close. Yeah, there we go. So Top Dog is through on Super D. Now he can start chasing after Nick. And remember, Top Dog is on the mediums. He's not on the softs like everyone else around him. So Super D is now in 5th. Arno Gous behind him. So 2 teammates. At this stage, Arno does look slightly faster than Super D, so I'm not sure if the McLaren team is going to play this game and say, look, you go hunt them down, give maybe Arno the opportunity to go after Top Dog, because you can already see Top Dog is pulling a gap of 0.7 of a second out of Super D. I'm not sure if Super D has got any damage. I just want to see if there's in-play damage. The left-hand side looks, everything looks good on that McLaren, so maybe just battling a bit with traction. Glitch in 7th at the moment. Josh now getting very close to Sir Hamrick as well, and he's got this train of cars in front of him. And then Eugene also very close. So let's get on with Eugene here in the Alfa Romeo. He is behind, so you need a good exit here. So let's see if they will boost and how much. DR is open, but I think they're a little bit too far behind. Yeah, and a bit too far behind. Eugene sees the opportunity inside. Is he going to make this? But slight contact there between him and Josh. No harm done, so no carbon fiber bits coming off. So yeah, a train of cars forming up behind Sir Hamrick here. He's now 1.1 second behind Glitch, and that is a safety car, and it looks like it's either so I'm not sure if it's speed alcoholic. Let's just have a look. It looks like shakes. It could be shakes. So what will the soft runners do now? Will they pit? So everyone looks like they stayed out. Bob stayed out, Ruan stayed out, Nick Gishin stayed out. So no one ducking into the pits for an early pit stop on the hard. Speed alcoholic DNF, shakes DNF. So lost 2 drivers already. Right, so we're back to normal racing again. 3 laps under the safety car. It is Bob. Let's have a look in front. So Ruan getting very close to Bob. Nick getting close on this action as well. And this has just bunched up the pack nicely. A couple of guys who went in for pits with Sir Hamrick, Super D. It looks like Josh. Zero to Cool also pitted. Leaf and Ruan also pitted. Zero opted for the soft, so he might go medium later on again. Or he might go soft again. We will see later during the race. But at the moment, it is the 2 Alpines getting very close. Nigishan and Top Dog. Ruan getting close to Bob. Further down, you've got Tormund Kills, who decided to stay out on the mediums. 8 lap old mediums. Klitsch on a fresh set of mediums, only 1 lap old. Ooh, and that was someone going off track. I'm not sure who that is. That looks like Torment. I'm not sure if he's lost connection or something. Maybe he did there for a while. Yeah, it looks like he lost connection. So that might be an issue for him later. But at the moment, it is the top 5 that hasn't pitted yet. So they're all on 9 lap old softs. And oh, that was a big moment. I'm not sure whose that was. There was that Super D coming in on the inside. And I don't know if he missed his braking points or what went wrong there. But yeah, took out a couple of cars with him. And that's going to be a tough one for the stewards to have a look at. So that's worth a re-look. But unfortunately, we don't have a replay. Alright, so is that another safety car? It is. And that is because of, I'm not sure who. I'm not sure if that was the action between Super D and the rest of the field in front, but it is another safety car. So does these front runners pit for the softs now? Yeah, we'll. I just want to invite my co-commentator into the lobby, and right, there we go, Brad. You've got an invite. Just just spectate. Don't pick a car.
Okay.
Cool. So Brad has joined me. Yeah, I can hear you. I hope your settings are cool so we can hear you on the stream. I'm just going to double check that and make sure that we're all good.
Just entering the lobby now.
All right. Okay, so sound seems good, Brad, so thanks for that. Thanks for joining me in the comms box. So we've got Brad here, and as I say that, the top 5 ducks into the pits, all of them, and it's starting to rain. And that is, yeah, it's starting to rain. People going for inters. This is chaos at the moment, Brad. We had 2 safety cars, one for Speed Alcoholic and for Shakes. Second safety car was brought out for a collision with Super D and someone else, but no retirements, but the safety car came out. And we had a wet quali 2, mixed conditions quali 3, and yeah, this is interesting.
I'm not surprised about the safety cars. This track is, if you hit that curb, you're in the wall.
Yeah, this
So
lobby doesn't also look so sexy. If you look at Bob's driving without a wheel. But it is what it is. Yeah, this course has been very quiet, so it seems like everyone is racing as per normal. Right, so Cheston's saying, yeah, we can hear Brad.
Okay, just give me a second. I'm still trying to get into the lobby. So I'm not following at the moment. Almost there.
No problem. Alright, so we'll have a look. So there we go, Bob is going to go to the pits. I'm hoping that they're giving him a wheel this time, because he is driving around with 3 wheels. So let's see if there's 4 wheels coming out instead of 3. Please give him a wheel. Does he get a wheel?
Okay.
And they gave him 3 wheels, my word. Okay, so Bob's still on 3 wheels. Ruan is out on track. He's off behind the safety car. I'm not sure if Yaku gonna pit? He probably needs to pit because it is coming down quite heavily now. So Yaku pits. Zero is on softs. He stays out. Yaku is in the pits, Lee pits. This is all chaos here at the moment. I'm battling just to understand who's on what tires. It seems like everyone's going for the Inters. Bob is currently leading on Inters.
I'm not sure if Bob is leading because he's not behind the safety car at the moment.
No, he's not.
In fact, he's in front of the safety car.
Yeah, this is weird. So I'm not sure. And
Zero
to
spinning
cool.
off.
Yeah, look, he should have gone into the pits. I'm not sure if he's waiting for better conditions, but he's probably hoping that it would stop raining. I see Ruan is also still on a pair of brand new softs. Everyone else on Inters. I'm not sure what Bob's going to do now. Is the safety car going to follow Bob? Is Bob going to follow the safety car? I'm not sure what's going on, yeah.
I think Bob's supposed to be behind the safety car, but it looks like the safety car doesn't want him to go past. I'm not sure what's going on here. But currently Ruan looks like he's in the lead.
Yeah, this is weird.
I haven't followed yet, but this looks like a bit of a glitch.
Look, it is. There is definitely an issue. It seems like the stewards are going to have a bit of a tough time tonight, just reversing penalties and stuff. But that's fine. You know, penalties can be reversed as long as it's not big damage penalties. It looks like Bob is behind the safety car eventually.
Yeah.
So it's all the way it was. So Bob, Ruan, Nick, that was the way that they did the first 12 laps, really. It's Bob, Ruan, and Nick. Glitch in fourth. So Ruan might be in a bit of trouble here, Brad, because he hasn't pitted. So he's on softs on a wet Zandvoort track.
Yeah. I think he's waiting for the track to dry again, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon.
Alright, so the safety car is in. Bob's dropping it. Yeah, there we go. Bob's dropping it. Nick is seeing the opportunity on the inside of Ruan. Ooh, there's no way 6 cars can go through turn 1. Come on.
Glitch also going through.
Yeah, there we go. My word. So Glitch's shoe, Top Dog, Sir Hamrick, Nick Gishen. Let's just see Ruan. Yeah, he's just not keeping it on
Ruan
track.
Is just dropping all the way down the field.
Oh, big problems for Ruan there.
He made a big mistake not putting.
And there we go. And that he just lost it. Yeah. My word.
I see Zero made a pit stop for Inters, so he's in the right tire at the moment.
Yeah. So currently it's Bob and then Glitch, Top Dog. Top Dog's had some great pace, I tell you what. And behind him he's got Sir Hamrick. Neil Gishen was in third, lost a couple of positions into turn 1 when 4 or 5 cars tried to get in there. So he needs to find some pace. But I don't think this weather's going to stay long, Brad. It doesn't. Why is there another safety car? Is that a retirement? It looks like Eugene.
I think that could have been Ruan's incident.
Alright, I see. I just want to see.
Well, Arno had a spin. Yeah, I think that could have been Ruan's incident that caused that safety car now.
Alright, or it could have been Eugene, because I see that an Alfa Romeo was standing. And he just DNF'd on his Inter, so it might have been that he lost it. So I think that's this is going to save Ruan, because now Ruan can go into the pits and put some fresh boots on, and he's going to be just right up by the pack again.
Yeah, so it's working out nicely for you. I'm impressed with Nick's pace. He's done well from Division 2 from last season. He's up there with the front runners, so it's good stuff.
Yeah, that is good to see. I just want to see what's going on here.
Even Sir Hamrick, well done. Up there with the top pack.
Yeah, hopefully, this lobby is a bit of a nightmare to commentate on. Hopefully the drivers find it a bit more easier. Look, like I said earlier, penalties we can reverse, which we will do. If the guys supply footage in terms of 5-second penalties for collisions and stuff, so we can always reverse that. But now have a look at this. So Arno has gone into the pits and he's slapped on a pair of hards. Ruan has gone into the pits and he slapped on a pair of mediums.
I see. I think the track may be drying out shortly. Maybe
This is bold. You know what,
because they must be getting a message from Jeff saying the track is in the dry soon.
Brad, I don't want to be nasty or anything, but I don't believe a word that comes out of Jeff's mouth. I don't trust Jeff whatsoever. That man is like the government.
That's true, yeah.
You do not trust him whatsoever. He's got a cousin somewhere, and I don't appreciate that. But look,
it's strange to put the dry tires on in this weather.
You know what? I can't believe that it's a lobby glitch. Although the rain has stopped, if I'm, I'm getting on board with Ruan here, and there's hardly any raindrops anymore. So, if this track dries out and Ruan can keep this on track with Arnu,
everybody's.
Ooh, I tell you what, there's going to be.
As well.
Yeah, there's going to be
the guys
trouble.
Are jumping in.
Here we go.
Who's jumped in?
Right. So, was that a stroke of genius by Arnu and by Ruan? To slap those tires on, and have they caught Bob, Glitch, Top Dog, Sir Hamrick napping? Because Nick's now also on the hards.
I think they might have.
Yaku's on the mediums.
Nick is, well, Nick is he's in prime position with the dry tires because he's in front of everybody.
Look, he doesn't have to stop again. If everything is, he's just going to battle, I think, Brad, with tire temperatures. I mean, I saw last night to get the hards warm was so difficult. Under the safety car, so he might have a couple. It's all about how he can manage these tires in the first 2 laps. But I've raced with Nick last season, and he's pretty good on the hard tires. So this man can make a hard tire work.
Just like yourself last night, you were flying. I just couldn't keep up with you.
Yeah, that hard was just. I was glad I did the hard testing because.
Maybe it suits the Red Bull. I don't know.
Then I want to be in a Red Bull always. Right, if you just joined us, it's lap 15 of 36. 2 safety cars, one for Ruan, Eugene, Speed Alcoholic, and Shakes. That's the 4 drivers that we've lost. Brad, we only had 7 finishes last night. We've got 12 finishes at the moment. Do you think we're going to have 7 again, or do you?
I think we're gonna have a lot less drivers.
Oh my word!
I think it's gonna be another safety. But it's interesting at the moment. I believe the safety cars coming in now. What is Bob gonna do? Is he gonna put, or is he gonna take the chance for the Inters?
Yeah, let's stay behind Glitch because I want to see what these guys are doing. So Bob stays out. Yeah, Glitch stays out. Top Dog stays out.
They don't have
Everyone.
A choice. They have to stay out. I think they're taking a chance. Maybe they can pull a 10-second gap or so.
Yeah, so what is the pit stop here, Brad? About 20 seconds? That's a very short pit stop, although it is a very short lap. I think it's about 20 seconds.
22 seconds there around.
Yeah, so I'm just going further down the field here to 0 that's on those mediums. Nick Gishin has lost a lot of time. I'm not sure if he's had a spun, but he's not making those hards work at the moment in these conditions. Yaku's passed, Arnu's passed, 0's passed him. Yeah,
it doesn't look like the dries are working at the moment, but give it time.
Yeah, give it time. So the gap between the leader at the moment and the first dry tire compound is 8 seconds. 20 seconds for a pit stop.
Yeah.
You don't expect 0 to pit again. He can do probably 20 laps on those mediums. You don't expect Arnu to pit, Nick or yeah. So this could be interesting. Although the gap.
Just keep an eye on the gap. Keep an eye on the gap between 0 and Lee van Rooyen. That's the most important gap here because that's between the wet and the dry tire.
Yeah.
If that gap reduces, then there's definitely dry tires.
So at the moment, it definitely, yeah, and people are pitting. People are pitting. So yeah, they're pitting. There we go.
They have to.
Yeah, so Bob still stays out, Top Dog's still out, Torment is not coming in, 0 effectively now into 4th.
0 has a very good chance of winning this race.
I tell you what.
He's got a very good chance.
Yaku is now 5th, Arnu 6th. What is happening with Nick? Nick is just not working on these hards. Probably should have gone for the mediums, but he's stuck in 12th at the moment. And 24 seconds behind the leader, so So if we look at this net, there we go. Zero flies past Storm and Kills. So that's the first so the gap between top dog, let's just do this quickly. The gap between top,
seconds.
Yeah, 6.2 seconds. So there we go, Bob DNF.
Bob DNF.
Those inters are just giving up. So that will be a virtual full safety car.
Yeah. I think Bob hit the sausage curb and he just lost it.
Okay.
Into the wall.
Right, so top dog's in trouble here because if he pits now, he will come out completely last. That will bring Zero into first, Yaku into second. Tormund still has to pit. You can just maybe keep an eye out if these guys do pit.
I'm watching top dog at the moment. I'm gonna see where he's going to rejoin.
Alright,
this
so
is actually
Tormund
helping him a bit because the guys are slow to the safety car, so
Tormund does go into the pit, so he's going to slap on a pair of mediums. It is, I think. Or is he going to go softs? No, it's mediums for Tormund. Serves his penalty, so he's going to come out. Okay.
Glitch slaps on another pair of softs.
Look, there's 18 laps left, which effectively you can't do. Minus 2 laps, 16, 15 laps on the softs. It's opportunistic, I think.
No, he has to go for another pit stop. I mean, the perfect time would have been hard. No doubt about it.
Yeah. Although we see Nick battling on those hard, so it might have been mediums. But yeah, at the moment, it's like you call it, Zero to Cool in first, Yaku in second, Arno in third, Super D fourth, Josh, Top Dog, lead, Net Glitch, and then Tormund Kills all the way from second to 11th. Oh, weird. So we're down to 11 survivors, Bob. Sorry, Bob. Brad. So last night was 7, tonight's 11. We still got 18 laps to go. My word. While they're under safety car, I just want to grab myself a cup of coffee. I'll be back now, Brad.
Go for it. So we're on lap 18 at the moment. I think this is the 4th safety car. It's been a race of safety cars so far. I think if the guys can hear me, like everybody should just be a bit more patient. So we can get some racing underway. So Lee van Rooyen makes another pit stop for a set of mediums. He's got about 17 laps to go on that. I think that's the right choice. So, looking at the tyre situation at the moment, I think the guys that's in prime position are the 2 guys that's on hard tyres, which is Anu Gous and Nick Giesen.
Alright.
The mediums, I don't know, they might struggle at the end. To do 17 laps plus 3 laps that they've done already, so 20 laps on the mediums. I think that's a bit tough, but we'll see.
Yeah, that might be a little bit difficult to overcome, I think.
Is the safety car in this lap? It looks like it. Just waiting for the sign.
Yeah, it looks like it's coming in. So Zero's backing them up nicely. He's got Yaku behind him on the same basically tyre life.
Have you seen the sign that says the safety car's in?
Yeah, saw it, came up.
Okay, cool. Right, I'm on board with Yaku.
Alright, so great stuff. I'm going to pop down into Super D on board with him to see how it goes. So yeah, it looks like Zero's got a very good start.
Anu's at the back of Yaku. Is he going to make the move? No. Well done.
Oh,
Patience.
Super D is going to make this stick. Super D goes on the outside. Oh, he decides to back out of it. Good decision. This is not an overtaking place. Arno is
guys,
on those hards, so it might take a lap or two for Arno to get those tyres okay. Yeah. Further down the field, Lee van Rooyen, Torman kills. And they're very close to Sir Hamrick in front of them. Let's just... Oh, Lee goes on the inside of Sir Hamrick. Oh, my word.
I'm just following the closest battle here, which is Super D and Arno Goos. Arno just struggling a bit on the hards, but it'll take about 2 or 3 laps to get.
Yeah, well, look, if he can just not lose too many positions in terms of Super D, Josh, and Top Dog, then Arno can make this work. And you might just see the tyres come to him a little bit later. The gap between him and Jaco is now 1 second. The problem is he's going to have a lot of cars behind him with DRS assistance. And he's not going to have anything from Jaco in front. So, and it looks like Top Dog wanted to pull a move there. Ooh, I tell you what, this is getting close. Yeah, Glitch now getting very close. I'm on board with Glitch at the moment. He's going to take the wider line into this first banked corner of the lap. Ooh, almost lost the rear there. And it's a train of cars forming up between Arno here.
From third to 8th, it's like 2 seconds apart. It's very close.
That's how we want it.
From Arno to Sir Hamrick.
Yeah, you get the feeling that Arno is at the moment the bottleneck here. The right thing for Arno would be to do is maybe, and I mean, if you want to play the team sport, it is first race of the season. There is no number 1 or number 2 driver. Yeah, there isn't team orders. I strongly believe in team orders later during the season if it's needed. But at the moment, it's all to play for. So, yeah, you can understand Arno and Super D battling here for position.
Arno just needs to save his DRS for the straights.
Alright, so if you can stick with that battle, then Brad, awesome. I'm just...
Oh no, Arno lost it! Arno lost it!
Oh my word.
On the exit of the last corner.
Yeah, that bank corner, I tell you what. So he's going to slap one of those softs, surely. Mediums.
He put his ERS on too early and just spun the car around.
Yeah, that's so difficult. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So Nick's now up into 9th. He's a second behind Lee. And you've got this pack of cars now behind... Who is it? It's basically behind Josh.
Top Dog looks the fastest out of the front 5 here.
Yeah, he does, hey? But Zero to Cool is currently still leading. Glitch also looks very racy in the Red Bull. I tell you what, he's had a couple of looks on the inside of Top Dog. It's going to take me a race or two to remember the names of the... I used to compare it to the colors on the left-hand side of the menu, but now people have changed cars, so it's difficult. But I'll get there. I'll get there.
But the problem with Glitch is he needs to... I'm not sure if that soft tires are going to make it.
I don't think so. Yeah, he's going to have to clear these oaks very quickly, unless there's another safety car. Yeah. Okay, Lee getting very close to Sir Hamrick here. Both of them have got DRS assistance. Lee's going to use some of his ERS. Goes in on the inside. Gets squeezed a little bit there.
Yeah. Jaco making a move on Zero. Jaco has made a stick.
Alright, so Jaco takes the lead. Our defending world champion takes the lead. He's in front of Zero now.
Well done, tough move going into the first corner.
Josh looking very racy, also behind Super D, very good friends. Off behind them, Top Dog, Glitch, Sir Hamrick. Then you've got Nick or Lee van Rooyen, and then Nick Gishen. Nick Gishen is catching up nicely. It seems like those hards are coming to him now. He's got the gap down between him and Lee from 2.5 to 1.1 second. And the more these guys battle in front, the closer it's going to bring Nick. And we know that a guy like Glitch is probably going to have to pit again.
Yes.
Torman kills, he might stretch it to the end in 11th on those softs.
You might want to keep an eye on Josh here down the mid straight. I think he might make a move on.
Alright, there we go. Let's get on board with Josh here in the Aston Martin. He's going to get DRS now a little. Didn't get a good exit out of the second last turn.
No, he got a bad exit. He's not going to go for it.
Alright, so Hamrick fastest lap 112.983, so that is 1 championship point for him so far extra. So let's see if he can hold on to that. Whatever time is set tonight in the race will be the fastest lap for FTR as we started recording this kind of data now, the same as last night. So yeah, that's good from Sir Hamrick. And he is so close to Glitch. Oh my word.
All of them are very close to each other, from Super D to Hamrick, less than a second apart. So it's close driving.
This is great racing, Brad. Alright, so let's just talk teammates at the moment. So currently for the Ferrari team, Jaco Nagel is in first and Lee van Rooyen is in 8th. You've got the Alfa Romeo 0 to Cool. He's the only Alfa left after Eugene's retirement. You've got the 2 McLaren, Super D and Arno Ghost after he spun. 3rd and 10th. And then you've got Top Dog in the Alpine. He's currently in 5th and his teammate Nick Gishen is sort of like holding station now, not catching Lee anymore. He's currently in 9th. And then only 1 Red Bull tonight with Winkies not being here. Glitch in 6th position.
I'm keeping an eye on the battle with Josh and Super D. Josh is not making the move. I think he's biding his time because he's not using any ERS as well.
That's great stuff. So let's get on board. Yeah, he's got 95% ERS where D has only got about 50.
Yeah.
So he's going to boost sooner than later.
Yeah. And both of them are catching 0 to Cool actually, eh? The gap was 2.4, it's now 1.6, so it's getting quite close
Yeah,
there.
so they're catching these leaders nicely now.
Yeah.
Top Dog also staying in that mix.
The problem with the leaders is they have 2 more laps on that medium tires, so that might cost them at the end. But also we don't know if they're going to put or not.
Yeah.
That's also there's 9 laps to go. We'll have to see. If they're going to put, they need to put in the next lap or 2. Otherwise, they're going to miss the opportunity.
Yeah, so Josh is not close enough, I think, to make a move now. He's just going to open up the DRS, stay close to, don't boost anything. Yeah, he's just using D to pull him along. He sees that Super D's got some good pace. As long as D can pull him closer towards 0 to Cool and to Jaco. Jaco not pulling away from 0, so I'm on board with 0 at the moment. So 0 seems to be finding rhythm at the moment. And
yeah, I think the 2 leaders should work together as well to keep that gap, because it's closing. Super D is closing in quickly at the moment.
Yeah, Super D, Josh, Top Dog, Glitch is catching them very quickly. Then there's a bit of a gap between them and Lee van Rooyen, a bit of a gap to Nick Gishen, then Sir Hamrick, then Arno Ghost, and then Tormund Kills. Points being given to 12 drivers.
Oh no, Nick spun it. Nick spun it on the odds.
Oh my word.
Yeah, the only thing that's going to save him now is a safety car.
Yeah. I just want to see if he's got damage. Doesn't look like it, just a spin. So no damage to the Alpine, but those tires are going to be very warm now. So he's got a gap between him and Arno of 29 seconds. So he's okay. Arno DNF. So where did Arno lose it? So I just want to get on board.
Let's see.
With one of the Alpines. So I'm going to get on board with Tormund. Yeah, there we go. Same safety car. So,
Nick.
10 laps to go. I tell you what, I'm willing to put money on this. Everyone's going to pit for softs.
Everybody should put.
Speeding on the safety car for Tormund Kills there. Yeah, so Nick goes into the pits. He's going to slap on a pair of softs. So Sir Hamrick, he's also jumped into the pits. Yeah. So, yeah, they probably have a delta to run towards, but they can probably try to push that delta slightly and just try to get as close to that pack as possible. They're not going to overtake people under the safety car, unfortunately. Yeah, let's just look at penalties here. Although I don't want to really look, I'm not going to look at penalties because some of that might be reversed. So what does Jaco do? So let's focus on the leaders. So Jaco's leading 0. So 0, Super D, Josh, very good position. If I would do whatever Jaco is doing. So if Jaco pits for softs, I'll pit. If Jaco stays out, I'll stay out. We've seen that it's not that easy to overtake. So yeah, how brave is Jaco going to be? He pits.
Okay, Yaku's putting.
Zero pits.
D's staying out.
Yeah, D
He's
decides to
staying
stay
out in
out.
the mediums.
He's saying,
And
come on.
Josh.
And Josh.
And Josh, yeah.
Right.
Both of them.
So let's see. Lee is going to come past. He's going to go past a lot of cars. So Lee also decides not to pit. That puts Lee up. He's going to come out just behind Zero or in front of Zero. So Lee's gone up into third now. So the top three hasn't pitted. 10 lap, 11 lap and 8 lap old mediums. Then you've got Zero who's pitted. And Zero is jumped Yaku in the pits. So Zero is ahead now of Yaku. Top Dog, Glitch, Sir Hamrick, and Nick. Everyone on... Ooh, this is going to be... So we are left with 9, Brad. The magic number is 7.
I know that Josh and Super D practice a lot. And they're probably aware that they can do or complete the race on the mediums. But I think they're going to struggle. They're going to struggle against the softs. They're going to be too fast. I think that was a bad move.
Yeah, look, I mean, the gap, or the tire differential is a 0.6 of a second new to new between the softs and the mediums, softs being the faster tire. 10 lap old to mediums, yeah, you might look at more than a second that the softs might be faster. So it's all going to be about overtaking. And we know how difficult that is around Zandvoort.
It's extremely difficult. The only place is really down the main street.
I was very happy I didn't have to do any overtakes last night. I was very happy I didn't have to do anything. but Codemasters seriously need to sort out some issues because tonight's lobby isn't one of the prettiest lobbies I've seen. Last night there were issues on the safety car with deltas, which you would have think that they would have fixed this game already. Oh, is Lee pitting? So look, he's got nothing to lose. I mean, pit for the softs.
I think that's the right move.
Yeah, you know, he's got nothing to lose. He's a 9th. That's good points for him on his first race back after almost a year from FTR. So he's got nothing to lose, really. He's got Nick in front of him.
Yeah.
You know what? It's going to be interesting to watch Nick through this whole process because we know Nick is not scared. And he likes a challenge and he likes overtakes. So it's going to be interesting to see what Nick does.
So what's your money on at the moment, Abdul? It's chopping, changing every lap.
My money is on Top Dog. I think Top Dog is gonna, depending on what Zero and Yaku do, I think Top Dog has got the raw pace to win this. He's on the correct tire at the moment. My money is on Top Dog. I know he's fit, but yeah, I think my money is on him for now.
How did Zero get past Yaku?
Okay, so that was basically pit stop. That's happened in the pit stop. So I think it was either a penalty that was served, or it was cars coming in, and they obviously delayed the release of the car for an unsafe release.
Probably,
yeah. I think that was
because my money. I think my money would be on Yaku. I think he's the first of the 3, Top Dog, Zero, and Yaku.
Yep, no,
so,
I tend to agree with you. I think Top Dog is my money on, so let's see how that goes. So Brad, while we're still on the safety car, I know safety car's coming in now. Your teammate for this season is who?
It's Cowboy.
Oh, Cowboy. So he had a difficult race last night, if that's the right words to say. Let's call it difficult. Yeah, let's call it a difficult race.
What's happened?
Alright, so here we go. It is. We're going to get to that a little bit later because I really want to have a chat about that. But it is going.
Yeah.
Now, let's see where the grip is. Let's see. I'm on board currently with Zero.
Keep your eye on Zero. He's on the soft. The 2 guys in front, they're going to struggle on the medium. So
alright, Glitch has had a spin out, so he's all the way in 9th, lost the rear. So that promotes Nick and Lee van Rooyen. So what is Zero going to do? Is he going to just take a lap or 2, just get those softs nice and warm and then attack?
Just a note on Nick, he lost 2 seconds. I'm not sure where he lost.
I think it was with the spin with Glitch. I think he tried to avoid Glitch when he spun out. So he obviously... Ooh, Zero getting onto the curb there. And Top Dog is going to make the move. Is he? Ooh, that was close. So Zero making a big mistake, got onto the curb there, lost traction. Yaku comes past. Now he's got Top Dog all over him. And you get the feeling that Top Dog, yeah, he's probably going to go on the inside here. He's going to definitely boost, but so is Zero, so is Yaku. DRS not enabled yet. So Hamrick 112.9, fastest lap for him. Ooh, there's a nose in front. So that was Hamrick having a look on the inside.
I'll
but
go with Top Dog. Yes.
Yeah, I don't think there was space for that. Really, I don't. But yeah, no harm done.
But optimistic. And then Nick is behind him again. 0.5 seconds. 0.5 of the.
Yeah, so maybe have a look at Nick. I'm going to have a look in the front here because the gap now between Josh and Yaku is almost a second. So it's like the medium runners. It's just not battling.
Well
yeah.
done.
So I tell you what, this can be D's first win. So
could be.
Yeah, I had a chat with him before
both
the
of
race.
You guys were struggling last season, so
it's a good start for us.
You picked up your first win. Maybe D can follow.
Yeah, look, it's always nice to start the first season like that, but it's a long season, and yeah.
It just gives you confidence, though. That,
yeah, I think it gets sort of like the monkey off your back after the season that I had last season.
Yeah.
Okay, so Josh, Super
Top Dog
D.
making a move on Zero. Top Dog making a move on Zero, going on the inside, turn 1.
And is he going to make the stick? Yeah, he makes it stick.
Yes,
there we go. I saw that coming. Fastest lap, Glitch, 112.6. Alright, so Nick Gisha now also still very close to Sir Hamrick. So, yeah, Nick's going to have to... There is 4 laps left. Only 4 laps left. And now, there we go. Yaku is now starting to reel in Josh and Super D. 15 lap old mediums, 14 lap old mediums. You get the feeling there's an overtake
Super D and
coming.
Josh is driving really well. No, they're driving really well. The EOS is not that low. They've got EOS to defend with, and they're looking good. Yeah,
I tell you what, Yaku's gonna get this done on Josh on the start-finish straight. I know Josh is gonna have DRS as well. These two probably trying to play the game of pulling each other along. So we're gonna have a DRS train down the straight. Yeah, I'm gonna get on board with Yaku here. I just want to see what happens. So our reigning world champion, Yaku Nagel, he's gonna boost now. DRS wide open. A little bit too far. Yeah, no, not close enough yet. He's got another 3 laps, so right, another fastest lap there by Glitch, 112.537.
Looks like Glitch is a bit angry. He's sitting fastest lap.
The only thing that Josh and D must do is try not to get in each other's way, because if they're trying to play the game here of pulling each other along, they must be careful not to get too close to each other, because if they touch each other, Yaku is gone. Yaku will get past, and that's a win for Yaku. So we saw this go very badly last season. They are not teammates this season, but yeah, very good friends. And Top Dog is now also in on that. So Nick Gishan, he's not making any inroads, so he's past Sir Hamrick. So Nick has made the move stick, so he's chasing after Zero now. Okay.
Ooh,
this is close. This is close. Yeah, this is close.
Get it under control. Let's have a look. Is Josh going to make the move?
Well, I tell you what, Yaku getting so close there. Now Top Dog's all over Yaku because of that getting off the throttle thing there. But once again, a DRS train. And if everyone's got DRS, you just can't overtake.
I see what's happening here. Josh and Super D, they're working together.
Yeah, very clever of them.
They're just pulling each other along because they know they're both on medium, so they have to. They can't fight each other.
Big moment, and that is Top Dog. Lost the car, rear came out. That's a nose gone. There goes my prediction. And he's going to have to go and pit. There's no nose cone. Is that going to be a virtual safety car? Is it? No, it's just yellows. It looks like yellows only. Yeah.
Yeah, no safety car.
Yeah, so there goes my prediction out the drain.
2 laps to go.
Right.
It's going to be an interesting finish.
Yaku just needs to buy his time.
Yaku's getting a bit impatient. He just needs to. He wants to get the move done.
Yeah. But he's running out of time, unfortunately. There is no time left. It's either going to have to be now This will be the start of lap 35. So he's got basically 2 opportunities left, and that's it for him. Right, so Glitch is now up into 7th position with Top Dog spin. Lee is in 9th, but you expect Lee to jump Top Dog eventually anyway. Nick up to 5th. He's now catching 0. He's 0.6 of a second behind 0. So don't take Nick out yet. He might just get 0. I just want to get on there with Nick. Yeah, he's chasing after 0, but he's burning a lot of ERS, and so is 0. They are boosting a lot at the moment. Yaku is boosting also a lot to stay with these 2.
Having a nice battle as well. Glitches went past him, Hamrick.
Alright, go Red Bull. Yeah, that's up into 6th position for Glitch, so he's taken Hamrick. Yeah.
Hamrick is struggling a bit at this stage. Let's go back to the leaders. One lap to go after this.
Yeah, Yaku is sort of like dropped 0 now. And
What
if 0 might be in trouble here with Nick, eh? Because 0 doesn't have any ERS really. Nick's going to get in his DRS. So let's get on board with Nick. A little bit too far away.
I don't understand what Josh's plan is, because he's pulling out of the slipstream.
I don't think Josh wants to win. I think they obviously made the rule that Super D is in front. Don't mess each other's race up. That's a first and a second for the 2 friends. Yaku obviously, yeah, he's in 3rd. I don't think Yaku's got another opportunity for an overtake. I think that's...
I think that should be the result.
Yeah, I think that's the result, unless he makes a huge mistake.
But I don't think it will be enough.
No, it's not going to be enough, unfortunately.
This will be his only chance. Let's see if he can get close enough.
I think Yaku probably could have used a bit more ERS during the lap. He's sitting on 62%, so I would have just burned all of it during the lap, trying to get past. So, yeah.
Wow, that's going to be the top 3.
I tell you what, good work there by Super D and Josh. Unless Yaku has got to say, yeah, he's going to boost now, is he? No, he doesn't.
No, that's it. Super D first win.
That's it. So that's D for the win.
Well done.
Well done, Super D. Josh in 2nd. That will be Yaku in 3rd. 0 in 4th. Just, oh, that was so close between him and Nick. 0.03 of a second between 0 to Cool and Nick Ishan. My word.
Start finish.
Yeah, unfortunately I wasn't on board with that, so that would have been nice to see. So Hamrick coming down, up into 6th, Glitch in 7th, Lee van Rooyen in 8th, and in Top Dog in 9th. I just want to have a look at the fastest lap. Fastest lap belongs to Glitch on a 1:12.269, so he's made history. He puts the first fastest lap up for FTR in Zandvoort after the update of the game. But the night belongs, though, to Super D. That's his win in FTR, his first win in Premier Division. I think it's his first win. I don't think he's had a win before.
Well, yeah. And well deserved as well. Very well. I mean, to do 20 odd laps on the medium tires, just brilliant.
That's brilliant. So there we go. That's a McLaren up the stairs there for Super D. It will be a 2nd for Josh in the Aston Martin, and a 3rd for our reigning world champion Yaku Nagel in the Ferrari. Right, let's just have a look at the final standings before I get these guys in and see if they want to have a chat with us. So there we go, your final standings. Super D, first win in Season 5 in Zandvoort. Josh in 2nd, Yaku in 3rd. 0 to Cool and Nick Gishen in 4th and 5th. And literally very close times between them. A couple of hundreds between 0 and Nick. Hamrick in 6th, Glitch in 7th. Fastest lap for him. Lee van Rooyen on his return in 8th. Top Dog in 9th, and then a whole host of DNFs. Tormen Kills, Arne Gous, Bob, Ruan, Eugene, and also Speed Alcoholic and Shakes. Right, let me just get these oaks into our chat party and have a quick chat with them. Alright, so I'll send out invites to the guys. There we go. So that was the first round done. So while we wait for the drivers to join, a good week of racing yet. FTR first race of season 5 gets kicked off at Zandvoort. So next week we've got Australia up, so you can catch us again in Australia. Next week, Division 2 on Wednesday night and Premier Division on Thursday. Let's just see what we've got in the chat party. So D, I know you are in. Josh, are you in yet?
Yeah.
And Yaku has just joined. So let's start with her third position, Yaku. So reigning world champion, Mr. Yaku Nagel. Not a bad start to defending your world title. Third place.
Thank you very much, Avalanche. I had a very difficult race day, or not race, quali, starting in 9th. It was a bit of a stop-start race, but I managed to push it through. Well done to Super D and Josh there at the end for keeping me out there on the old mediums, and great racing from them.
Yeah, I think it was good racing by you, Yaku. I mean, like you said, coming from 9th on the grid, it was a very difficult lobby with a lot of safety cars. It seems like the safety car reduced. It's not making a difference, my word. But a lot of incidents further down the field. Sorry, Brad, go for it.
Yeah, Yaku, it seems like you had a lot of ES remaining in the last lap, but you didn't use it. Was there any particular reason why?
I just said I had somebody in the lobby helping me out, or race engineering for me. So I told him I'll just settle for third year. I don't want to risk anything in the first race.
Okay.
And that's when I decided not to use it.
Well, we saw that last season when you became world champion. I mean, last season was all about scoring consistent points. It's not necessarily about winning races. I think you had the least wins of the guys, but you managed to win a world championship. So, Yaku, from my side, again, a brilliant drive from you, and back on the podium. Well done, Mr. World Champion. And looking forward to you defending that championship, buddy. Well done.
Yes, I hope so. I've got some tough opposition this season.
It's just going to become tougher every season. Well done, Yaku.
Yes.
Right, moving on to Josh. So a long stint on those mediums. Good qualifying for you. A long stint on the mediums, though.
Yeah. To be honest, not a great qualifying. I was looking to get low 10s, but I don't know, on my last lap I was pushing so hard and I saw my time. I'm like, okay, maybe that's enough for top 3, and I got pushed down to 7th. It wasn't a good start, but yeah, long in the mediums and able to keep Yaku behind. So.
Difficult under the safety cars I found it very difficult last night under the safety cars to know who you're racing, who's pitting, who's doing what. A lot of safety cars tonight, so it obviously made it very difficult for you.
Yeah. Me and Super D decided to stay out, and we didn't expect everyone to pit, but when they did, we would just stick with each other and then keep them away from us, and it worked. So yeah.
Good teamwork there. Well done, Josh, on second place. Well done, bud.
Thanks.
Mr.
Well
D,
done,
we spoke
Thanks,
beforehand about being calm and relaxed, and you said to me we both had a bad season last season, and we both got wins. This is a good start.
Yeah, look, I had a bit of a moment in the race between the moment where the cars were breaking out, but recovered. A lot of credit to Joshua at the end. We worked well together. All that we said was, he stays in my ear, is he blocks the middle, I block the outside. There's no way that they're going to pass us. That's all we did, and we just kept the over 16th gap. He told me when he's getting close, we just boost, and we just kept him out of range of the overtake. And obviously, we could cut off the overtake with the two of us so close to each other as well.
Well, I tell you what, I mean, myself and Brad, I'm going to give Brad an opportunity to have a go at Josh quickly and at yourself as well. But we were watching the race, and I mean, qualifying was very close, except for, pole, probably the first 2-3 guys were a little bit further ahead than the rest, but very close qualifying. And on the race at a stage, I think Brad said to me between first or between 3rd and 10th or 11th was like 2 seconds. It was very close racing tonight. Difficult?
Yeah, that was definitely, difficult, extremely difficult. I felt like in the beginning of the race I was lacking some race pace. I got a good start though, as usual. I think I overtook 2 cars on the start, and then I was lacking a bit in pace, and Arno went past me, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. And then I sat behind Arno again when he was on odds and mediums, and I wasn't trying to push him. And then all of a sudden I see Arno's pushing. I'm like, I wish I could tell him relax. I'll get you on DRS or something, and then he was boosting around the banking corner and he just lost it also, unfortunately.
Yeah, one thing we learn out of this, don't boost around at banking corner. I said
Yeah.
that last night,
Yeah.
actually. Brad, any questions for Super D and for Josh?
Yes. The last safety car, you guys, both of you decided to stay out. I was very surprised with that because I didn't think the mediums would make it, but you
Confidence.
guys, you
Yeah.
guys stuck it out and teamwork, like you say, Josh blocking the wide line, you blocking the inside, no chance for Yaku. Was brilliant to watch.
Yeah,
I
thank
didn't
you, man.
expect it, but well done, guys.
Yeah, so Brad, on this track, we all know track position is very important, and if you got somebody behind you that can work with you, it's extremely difficult to overtake. You can have what tires, it's extremely difficult.
Yeah,
If we
it
play the game
is.
properly and we keep our ERS just for that finish straight, there is little to slim chances of overtaking.
Yeah, look, you guys played that game very well. That could have gone very wrong if it was planned differently, but you guys executed it,
I was
very
a bit
well.
nervous
So
at the start, but luckily it worked out. So.
yeah, no, this I'll tell you what, that was probably one of the best. I mean, if you guys were in the same
I-
team, I would have had hats off to you guys. My word, you
I
should have
know
been in the
both
same
of you
team.
practice like that.
Yeah.
Will you make that mediums last?
Yeah.
So well done.
Well done, guys. Yeah, so next week's up is Australia. So we're looking forward to see all three of you hopefully back on the podium again in Australia. So yeah, great stuff, guys.
Thanks, Douglas.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everyone. Right, so
Bye-bye.
you can catch, obviously, Brad and myself. We're next week up on Wednesday night. We're up for Division 2. That will be in Australia, like I mentioned. Thursday night will be Premier Division. Hopefully, we will have a chat with Yaku and Super D and Josh again. Or maybe it will be someone else on the podium. I'm looking forward to that. So have a great rest of the week and a weekend. And we will catch you guys next week in Australia. From my side, Brad, thank you very much for joining me. It's lovely to have you in a comms box. You should do this more often. It's like a natural talent, my man. Yeah, make a good team. Well done, Brad. Thank you so much. And then, yeah, we'll see all of you next week. Thanks, guys. Ciao, ciao.